Welcome to Samuel Academy. I want to explain how we can use logarithms to multiply numbers or divide numbers. If y is equal to b raised to x, the logarithm of y to base b is equal to the logarithm of b raised to x to base b, which is equal to x. Because that power x you multiply by the logarithm of b to base b. X times the logarithm of b to base b. And the logarithm of a number to the base of that number is equal to 1. So that is x times 1. The log of b to base b becomes 1. So we have x as the answer. For example, let's say that y is equal to 1000. We can write 1000 as 10 raised to 3. So if y is equal to 1000, then the logarithm of y to base 10 is equal to the logarithm of 1000 to base 10, or the logarithm of 10 raised to 3 to base 10, which is 3, because we multiply this power by the log of 10 to base 10, and the logarithm of 10 to base 10 is 1. So we get 3 times 1, which is 3. Now we want to see how you can use logarithms in multiplication. Let's say we have y is equal to 568 times 286. We need to evaluate that product. So in this case, the logarithm of y to base 10 is equal to the logarithm of 568 times 286 to base 10. Now, when we are multiplying numbers, we add their logarithms. So 568 times 286, we find the logarithm of 568 to base 10 plus the logarithm of 286 to base 10. Now we can arrange our work in the form of a table and have 3 columns for number, standard form, and the logarithm. So the numbers we have here are 568 and 286. The standard form or the scientific notation for 568 is 5.68 times 10 raised to 2. That's how we write a number in scientific notation or standard form. The standard form of 286 is 2.86 times 10 raised to 2. And then we find the logarithms, which you can obtain from mathematical tables or from the calculator. So the logarithm of this number is this 10 raised to 2, we write here 2 point. It's called the characteristic, and this the mantissa. So we check from tables the logarithm of 5.68, and it is 0.7543. Now 2.86 times 10 raised to 2, it is this power right here, 2 point. Then we check the logarithm of this number from tables, which is 0.4564. So these are the logarithms for these numbers. Now, because we are multiplying the two numbers, we add their logarithms. 3 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 6 is 10. Write 0, carry 1. 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 1, 11. Write 1, carry 1. 7 plus 4 is 11. Plus 1 is 12. You write 2, carry 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. So this is the value we have obtained by adding these logarithms. Now to find the number for this, the logarithm for this number, for this logarithm, we check from tables, and this 5 is the power 10 raised to power 5, and this one you check from the tables to get the anti-logarithm, which is 1.624, then times 10 raised to 5, this one here. So this is the standard form of the number that you have obtained, and if you write it in the usual way, it is 162,400. You can confirm this by using your calculator. You multiply 568 times 286, you get a number that is almost equal to this one here. So that's how we are able to multiply numbers using logarithms. Let us see how we can divide numbers using logarithms. Let's say we have this number, y is equal to 8,923 divided by 241. So the logarithm of y is equal to the logarithm of this number divided by this number. And when we are dividing numbers, we subtract their logarithms. So the logarithm of y is equal to the logarithm of this number 8923 minus the logarithm of this number 241. Now we can arrange our work in a table and write number, standard form, in the logarithm. So the number here, the first number here, the numerator is 8923 and the denominator is 241. The standard form or scientific notation for this number is 8.923 times 10 raised to power 3. And the standard form for this one here is 2.41 times 10 squared. Alright, so we can check from tables or from mathematical from the calculator and find the logarithm for this number. Now this part here, 10 raised to 3, right here, is called the characteristic part of this logarithm, and this is the Mendoza, and the other one is the Mendoza part. So it is 3 point. Now we check from tables the logarithm for 8.923, which is 0.9505. And for this number, the 2 here, you write here the characteristic point, the Mendoza part, the logarithm for 2.41, which is 3.3820. So because we are dividing the two numbers here, we shall subtract their logarithms. So this number minus this one here, you get 5 minus 0 is 5, 10 minus 2 is 8, 14 minus 8 is 6, 80 minus 3 is 5, and then 3 minus 2 is 1. So that's the logarithm that you have obtained. Now this one here, it is actually 10 raised to 1. You write it here, and then this number, you check its anti-logarithm from tables, you get that number 3.703. So in the usual way, you can write that is 37.03 is the answer. So you can verify that using a calculator. You divide 8923 by 241, you get a number that is almost equal to 37.03. So that's how we can calculate, we can do division of numbers using logarithms. If you find this content helpful, you can subscribe to my channel to be able to see more videos of that nature.